for now.
Yes, for now.
Lisa,
No.
will you indulge me
Sure.
and take
All right, we'll start off by calling to order the regular meeting of Tuesday, June 15th, 2021 at 6:30 PM. First item on the agenda is roll call. Please let the minutes show that present are Michael Krebda, Chairman, Donald Chipbauer, Co-Chairman, Lisa Ciafani, recording secretary and deputy clerk of council. And we also have with us today Tony, our law director. Next item on the agenda is to review and confirm the minutes of the regular meeting held on Tuesday, May 18th, 2021. Has everybody had an opportunity to read the minutes?
I have.
I have as well. Any further comments or questions about the minutes?
No, sir.
Hearing none, I have none as well, and I'll make a motion to approve the minutes of the regular meeting held on Tuesday, May 18th, 2021.
All right, and I'll second that.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Opposed, say nay. Hearing none, motion carries. Next item on the agenda is reports, which there are none. So moving on to the next item on the agenda, which is unfinished business.
Should be new.
New business.
Yes.
So moving on to new business, it looks like we have several requests for withdrawal from the firefighter entrance eligibility list for Mr. Doug Sadowski and also Mr. Calvin Knowlton. Because of that, we need to take action by recertifying the firefighter paramedic class C top 10 list due to these requests for withdrawal. None of you had an opportunity to review the list.
I have.
I have as well. If you have any questions or comments,
No, sir, I do not.
I had none as well. Seeing that there are no further comments or questions, I'll make a motion to recertify the firefighter paramedic class C top 10 list.
I'll second that.
All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Opposed say nay. Hearing none, motion carries. Also with that, we will need to recertify the firefighter paramedic class C eligibility list due to the several requests for withdrawal. None of you had an opportunity to review the list.
Yes, I have. I have no questions.
I have none as well. So hearing none, I will make a motion to recertify the firefighter paramedic class C eligibility list due to these requests for withdrawal.
Second.
All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Opposed say nay. Hearing none, motion carries. Moving on to the next item for business, we require action by the civil service due to 4 requests for withdrawal from the police entrance eligibility list. Mr. Brandon Brooks, Mr. Matthew Jurczyk, Mr. Charles Hanneman, and Mr. Corey Bing. None of you had an opportunity to review these lists.
I have, yes.
I have as well. Did you have any further comments or questions?
No, sir. No questions, no comments.
I have none as well. Hearing none, I'll make a motion to recertify the patrolman class C entrance eligibility top 10 list due to these requests for withdrawal.
And I will second that.
All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Opposed say nay. Hearing none, motion carries. Moving on to the last piece of finished business. That is to recertify the patrolman class C entrance eligibility list due to these requests for withdrawal. I have no further comments or questions about this list. None.
Neither do I.
None. I will make a motion to recertify the patrolman class C entrance eligibility list due to these requests for withdrawal.
Second.
All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Opposed say nay. Hearing none, motion carries. Lisa, you had a comment that you wanted to make, that you had met with the fire chief this week.
Yes, I don't know, did you want to go over the correspondence from regarding the rule change first or?
Yeah, let's go to the correspondence first. Received from Assistant Law Director Tony Morgan. Tony, nice to see you today.
All right,
It's been a while.
it's been a while.
I'll open up the floor to you, so. Go ahead.
Okay, so the reason I'm suggesting this additional language in our Rule 5, right at the very top of it, is because also on the meeting that we had with the fire chief and one of the discussions we had there, On the application form, there's a requirement that all the candidates must be certified as paramedics at the time of filing their application. And that particular requirement isn't something related to the ORC that we have to follow. And it's not even one of our own rules. It's just a requirement that facilitates the application process. And at this time that it was written that way, we had plenty of applicants. What the chief thought was that all candidates now, maybe if they're certified as a paramedic, by the time they reach their eligibility, that wasn't the exact word, but something like that. So basically, what this came out of was a desire to simply change some of the language on the application. So what I had suggested is that to support that with a rule and to support other similar changes that don't in any way impact the ORC or do it different from the ORC, changes that are not changes to rules that already exist, but these are more like administrative changes, they're details which facilitate the whole process we go through. And so what I'm suggesting is that we add to our rules a statement, this is the statement I came up with. Any additional requirements contained in the application or application process which supplement or support the requirements of the ORC or the Civil Service Commission are considered to be a necessary part of the official application process and must be adhered to by the applicant. So it's kind of a broad statement saying what our application asks of you is what we expect you to do without having to change a rule or a detail or vote on something every time we make these minor adjustments. Like I said, they don't impact Ohio Revised Code, they don't impact the rules we already have. It's just adjustments that we want to make. This would be that we want to make now would give us a big pool to choose from. We have fewer applicants. So that change in wording just makes it more open.
Great. Seems like a more streamlined, simple process versus having to change the ORC or Civil Service Commission.
Right, and if anybody questions it, this supports what is in our application process without having to change everything.
We need to take action on this tonight, or is this something we would take action on the next meeting after this application is rewritten?
Traditionally, it's the next week. This is introduced into given the direction.
I'm supportive of it.
Just so I understand, so right now, in order to get on the list, you have to be certified as a paramedic. This, in order to apply. So what this allows is, this allows us to have access to a broader pool of applicants. While some of those who could be very qualified candidates are getting their paramedic certification, but by the time that they're hired, they have to have their paramedic certification.
This way, people who are in school but almost done,
I think it's a great idea.
I thought it was a good idea.
Right. So we'll revisit this during the next meeting then. I'm supportive, Doc's supportive, so it looks like we have full support. Service Commission. Any other questions or comments? Lisa, you wanted to mention that you met with the fire chief and get some feedback this week?
Yes, I just wanted to make a note for that. We did have a meeting with the fire chief yesterday, and that was myself, Tony, and Sherry, who's assistant council, regarding the upcoming fire entrance exam, because the list is set to expire in March of 2022. And he advised he would like us to start the process as soon as possible to expedite certifying the new list. So I just wanted to give the commission notice that you'll be seeing some items for the exam on the upcoming agendas.
Any other questions or comments before we adjourn?
I have none.
Hearing none, I'll make the motion to adjourn.
I will second that motion.
6:41 p.m. Second. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Opposed, say nay.